Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hannah, and according to the unwritten laws of streaming service romances, I'm a frumpy music major and theatre loser, but don't let the aggressively frumpy wardrobe fool you. Underneath it all, I possess eyes like sapphire diamonds and massive bazonga life aspirations. I go to Briar University, and like any good quirky protagonist, I'm currently working multiple jobs just to pay for my tuition, but my life is about to get extremely complicated, all thanks to the local king of the ice, Garrett Graham. Garrett is the star hockey player and team captain. Now, you might think Garrett is just your typical brainless muscle jock, but he actually has an incredibly unique, essential character quirk. He likes 80s music. I know, please try to contain your shock. He likes the music that literally everyone currently alive also likes. Our paths first crossed the way all deeply sophisticated college romances do. I accidentally walk right into the boys' bathroom while he is taking a shower. It's a classic, unavoidable mistake. I tell him I'm not looking to flatter his ego, and he responds with the kind of unfiltered, buttery smooth. But it turns out Garrett has a tiny little problem. He is currently failing his philosophy class, and Garrett is completely bombing the papers. This is a massive deal, because if his GPA drops, he gets benched. If he gets benched, he can't play hockey. And if he can't play hockey, he will disappoint his father, Phil Graham. Phil is a very famous ex-NHL player who puts a soul-crushing amount of pressure on Garrett to be perfect. Now, you're never going to believe this, but because I haven't discovered League of Legends yet, I'm super smart and I get great grades. I actually got an A on the exact same philosophy paper Garrett failed. So Garrett does what any reasonable, well-adjusted adult would do. He tracks me down at the restaurant where I work, bothers me while I'm on the clock, and literally begs me to be his tutor. Seriously, I'm just trying to take orders and he's following me around the diner saying he'll pay me anything I want. At first, I tell him to get lost, but then I hit a massive financial wall out of nowhere. The school completely slashes the music department's budget just 3 weeks into the semester because of the budget cuts. The only way I can keep my scholarship is if I win a college competition where I have to write an original pop song. Yuck, gross. A pop song. I only listen to vaporwave nightcore remixes of songs from Schoolhouse Rock, so this is a complete nightmare for me. I have total writer's block. I spend my nights staring at a blank page, absolutely terrified that I'm going to fail the pop showcase, lose my tuition, and get kicked out of school. I'm setting the bar way too high for myself. To cope with the stress of my impending academic doom, I retreat to my natural habitat, the theatre green room. I find an ancient, crumbling artifact known as a cassette player, pop in a tape, and start having an emotional, quirky breakdown while singing and dancing to 80s Elton John. And guess who just happens to stumble into the green room while he is actively running away from his own daddy issue feelings after storming out of his hockey game? Garrett. He watches me aggressively dancing to Elton John and suddenly realizes, wow, I never noticed how much of a babe you are. Fast forward to a college block party, everyone is there, and I'm trying to talk to the guy of my dreams. His name is Justin, he's a musician, his hair is super greasy, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't worn deodorant in 3 days. It's everything a quirky girl could want, but I get a drink spilled all over me, and the conversation gets incredibly awkward. Justin is completely blowing me off. Just as I'm about to die of embarrassment, Garrett steps in out of absolutely nowhere and pretends to be my boyfriend to save the day. And guess what? It works, suddenly, because a star athlete wants me. Justin, the greasy musician, is actually paying attention to me. Guys like that only want what someone else has. After the party, Garrett and I sit down and talk about our feelings for exactly 2 seconds before we come to a mutually beneficial business arrangement. It's the perfect plan. I will tutor him in philosophy so he can pass his midterm and keep playing hockey. In exchange, he will play the role of my fake boyfriend to make Justin jealous and get his attention. We lay down the ground rules. Garrett explicitly reminds me that his life is just workouts, class, and practice, and all he can offer a girl is something casual. I explicitly tell him that I'm completely uninterested in him, and I am not looking for a real relationship. We are both totally convinced that things are going to stay exactly like that. I mean, we are just two young, attractive college students spending all of our free time together, sharing our deepest emotional traumas. What could possibly go wrong? There is absolutely zero chance we are going to accidentally fall completely, hopelessly in love over the next few episodes. And that's the story of how my life turned into a walking, talking cliche. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed watching me agree to the most transparent fake dating setup in TV history, and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me which tropey rom-com I should explain next. See ya.